Welcome to episode 2 of Beer, Barley, and Barrels, or as we like to affectionately call here on the workshop, the Triple B. Not to be confused with Triple D, that's somebody else's show. So this is the Triple B.
Unfortunate, but
that's okay. We're drinking, he eats, that's all right. That's okay. So we just came back from a road trip, a workshop road trip up through Interstate 1 in Southern California to Central California and stopped off in Buellton.
Buellton?
Bueller. Not Bueller, Buellton.
Oh.
Buellton, California at Firestone Walker's Barrelworks facility. We picked up something extra special there, and we're going to be sharing it with you a little bit later. We'll tell you about that later, but first we're going to talk a little bit about Firestone Walker. They were founded 25 years ago, so that makes it 1996, on the Firestone family vineyards on the back 40 acres in 96 in Los Olivos, California.
Right, and then in 2001, they moved to the Paso Robles location that, everyone's more familiar with. They see it along the freeway there.
Right, I guess that's their prime location now, where they're based out of now is Paso.
Correct.
But in 2013, they opened the facility we visited called Barrelworks, which is focused primarily, they call it the Cathedral of Barrels, focused on wild ales. So they have a lot of the wild ales that they go ahead and barrel there.
Correct. Now, supposedly they can't actually brew there, and so what they do is they brew elsewhere and then put them in barrels and age them there. So.
Right, but they didn't just have wild ales. They have a very extensive tap list. You can check it out on their website or on Untappd. So they had a bunch of beers that would be appropriate for this show, and we just picked up this one. What's it called?
It is called Salted Caramel Mudslide, and it is it's a barley wine coming in at 15.5%, and it's their thought process was they were going to try to mimic the Mudslide cocktail,
right?
Which is made with vodka, coffee liqueur,
and Irish cream.
Right. So that was their attempt when they came up with their beer here, where they kind of did some voodoo mixology, taking a couple of their barrel-aged beers, which they don't specify, and then they added salted caramel they added sea salt and I think it was cocoa nibs
and some coffee
and some
right. And they don't specify what beers they aged it in, but they did say they did age them. They took barrel-aged beer, bourbon barrel-aged beers, and vanilla extract barrel-aged beers and blended those together. So they're not giving us a quite recipe, but we should pick up some bourbon and vanilla notes in it. 15 IBUs, 12.5%. This was a hit when we visited. We tasted several of their beers, and how did we come across this?
Well, so we got as we typically do when we go visit a brewery, we each got flights of beer and sampled stuff, and everybody was wowed by this beer. I quickly tried to go to the cabinet where they have all their bottles for sale, and probably one of our viewers went and snagged them all because they were not in the showcase. And the salesperson said just it should be in there, double check. They weren't in there. So then T and I raced, say, hey, can we get a growler of this? And they say you can get a crowler. And they filled T's crowler. I was right behind them in line. They started to fill my crowler, and it blew. So we got another little taster for free. They just gave it to us.
But we got T's crowler right here.
I'm empty-handed.
And if T's lucky, we might share it with them. I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
Right.
But great facility that we visited. They have great food there. Like I said, an extensive tap list. Every beer is impressive. Firestone Walker's mantra is beer before glory. They really pride themselves on making great quality beer. And this isn't their first attempt at doing a cocktail-inspired beer. I know they've made a gin Ricky. They've made, I think, a tequila sunrise. So they try to make those flavors reproduced in beer. So, you ready to crack this one?
Oh, I have been waiting since we left Paso.
So we can get more than just that little taster.
Exactly.
All right. Well, we're going to be right back, folks. Welcome back. We went ahead and poured this one. What are you doing? What do you think?
What?
What? Really?
Yes, really.
No, switch that back up. You're not getting that whole can
No,
yourself.
that's for producer T. This is mine now.
Well, shoot, I need to get a bigger cup out here then. Dang. All right, well, we poured it, so I was going to say, so what do you see in there, Jim? But the can is not very transparent.
Well, I can see this one.
You can see this one?
Yeah, and so it is a nice, beautiful hue of like brown, very caramely looking.
Very caramely color. Yes.
It is still very well carbonated.
A little bit of bubbles in there, a little bit of carbonation, not much head on the pour.
Yeah. To me, it almost looks like when I hold it to the light, it's kind of reddish, almost like a nice Irish red or something. But it is absolutely gorgeous looking.
Well, let's go ahead and put it to the nose.
No, we're not just gonna go taste it.
No, come on, that's it. All right, I'm picking up definite caramel there.
Oh, I'm definitely picking up salt.
Vanilla. You can smell salt.
Yes.
Really.
Yes.
How do you smell salt? That's all I smell. That's crazy.
Jesse
did not know that was possible to do, that you can smell salt.
Jesse, I learned from Jesse.
Wow. I'm not smelling salt. I'm smelling caramel, vanilla.
No, yeah. I get
kind of like a Werther's almost to me. Candy.
No, I get the caramel.
I'm not picking up any bourbon on it, though. Not on the nose.
I like a hint of vanilla.
I'm not picking up coffee on it either. Just
no, I don't.
Vanilla caramel is all I'm getting here.
Right.
Ready to dive in?
I thought you'd never ask.
All right, let's go for it. Now I'm getting a little bit of the bourbon on the back. That's, that's good though.
It is
that's
a real
sweet
big mouthful, and it's not very, thick.
No, very subtle chocolate flavors in there. Very subtle. And I'm not picking up any coffee.
I am not either.
But
I get a lot of a caramely kind of.
Yeah, I think a traditional Mudslide cocktail is a little lighter on the coffee. Anyways, it's more heavier on the chocolate. So this is pretty darn good. I think they did a good job trying to make a beer flavored like a Mudslide.
Yes, and
this is delicious.
The second taste, I just got a lot of chocolate. That was actually kind of trippy.
Adam Firestone and David Walker and Matt Brindleton, you guys did a great job making this beer.
Mm-hmm.
This is outstanding. I don't see why, this is definitely, you can drink this in the summer or the winter. It doesn't matter.
No, and this has to be a recurring one, guys.
Please. Oh, I hope so. Recur it and bottle it so we can get it down here.
Right.
Maybe.
Right.
So the TWS, or the Wort Shop average, is an average of Untapped, Rated Beer, and Beer Advocate scores, which this one comes in at 4.19 on a TWS average. So agree, disagree, higher, lower?
I strongly disagree with this average.
In which way?
I am going up. I'm literally giving it a 5. I like this beer that much that I am giving it a 5.
I'm right there with you, Jim. So five stars all around. This is a definite outstanding beer. We can drink it all the time, and it's well worth the price.
Right.
So we're blowing out the TWS average. We agree. It's way above that score. So cool.
Yeah.
All right.
But that's our palate. Find it, if you can, and see if you agree or disagree.
All right. So we look forward to the next episode of the Triple B Show. Come on back and visit us. Don't forget to like, subscribe,
and ring the bell.
Cheers one more time.
Cheers.